Welcome, folks, one and all, to Let's Play Tyrian 2000, released in 1999 for the PC. Developed by Eclipse Productions and published by Exiv Games, Tyrian 2000 is a scrolling shooter, a genre that I typically don't enjoy playing, but Tyrian 2000 is a very notable exception, because it is awesome. This game was originally released as Tyrian in 1995, developed by Eclipse Software and published by Epic Mega Games. Tyrian 2000 is a re-release of that game, with an additional episode, a few more extra modes, and various bug fixes. There are so many things about this game that I could talk about that are awesome, that I could be on this main menu all day, but I'm going to summarise. The action is extremely fast and very fun. The music is awesome and has bored its way into my brain over the many years. Every time I make a compilation album of my favourite music, at least one tune from this game is always there. There's also a wide variety in the weapons that you can use, and also the strategies that you can employ in taking care of the enemies. Well, aside from shooting them. There are many weapons that employ different kinds of play, and generally, the story is not that important, and Tyrian 2000 added a few things that were extremely silly, but the story isn't important, the gameplay is, and the gameplay of Tyrian 2000 is top-notch. I loved playing this game when I was younger, originally playing the shareware version of Tyrian, and then later Tyrian 2000 over and over again. Many days were lost playing this when I was younger. Many happy days. And I'm going to be playing this game again. This is a game that I will not make any promises as to how good I am at it. Even now. I will not find all of the secrets, and I likely will not find all of the hidden goodies that the game has, and trust me, there are a lot of hidden goodies. I'm just playing the game to revisit my nostalgia and enjoy a game of my childhood, and I hope you will join me on this journey as we zappy pew pew across the entire galaxy. Let's go. There are various modes that you can play the game in. There is the full game, which has all of the story. There is the arcade mode, which throws away the buying of weapons and you just find them in the various levels. There is the timed battle mode, which we may visit at the very end, and the two-player arcade. I don't have anyone here to play with me, so I'm just going to play the full game. The original game had only 4 episodes, and Tyrian 2000 added the 5th and final one. We're going to start from episode 1. Completing 1 will lead to 2, and so on. You can see only 3 difficulties here. There are more of them, but I'm going to be playing on normal. Which brings me to the music here. This music is one that is stuck in my head forever, because you spend quite a lot of time here on this screen. We can do various things here before we go into the level. We can read the various data cubes, which we're going to be doing. That's where the story is. We're going to be checking out the ship specifications for our current vessel. We could upgrade various things on our ship, like the weapons and the shields and all kinds of other things, including the ship itself. We can actually change the ship. I don't think we can do that on this level. We can later. There are the options here where you can save and load and check the volume and various other things. You can start a level or choose a level, because quite often there are multiple levels to choose from. And of course you can quit. We're not going to do that. As for who we are Trent Hawkins, a skilled terraforming pilot. Our job is to go to various planets that have recently been terraformed and see if they are suitable for people to move onto and live on. Our current assignment is Tyrian. Let us find out about Tyrian, shall we? After gathering all the available data, I think I've found the safest course into Tyrian orbit from my landing platform. After heading due west out of the Forchi mines, you should come in contact with the floating battle platforms. Watch for the auto-targeting plasma turrets, and especially the construction claws. That's in bold. It's important. Whoever designed these platforms sure counted on spies and infiltrators, as they're loaded with small squadrons of surface attack drones as well. I think these platforms are filled with gravitic ore. Gravitic ore is very important to the story, which would explain why they're floating. No wonder Microsoft wants to mine them so badly. I just hope I don't get intercepted before I reach orbit. Here's to hoping. Here is a holovid. Release alpha. Note, rated not funny. You've been warned, this is not funny. The Prime Chair said in a convention at Midway Savara, "We feel that the economic benefits for the mineral gathering on Tyrian to be immense, scientifically and economically. While so far we haven't found anything but worthless granite strata, we have been able to form stable test platforms for military deployment which avoids 80% of the gravitational pull of the main body of the planet, significantly reducing deployment time and energy consumption. In addition, there is a 260% increase in solar collection at that level of the atmosphere, and we feel it can be beamed down to the surface to provide cheaper, more bountiful power while avoiding the need to deploy space platforms." Are you excited yet by all this information? There's even more! We're not even halfway through yet. If we keep the gravitational disruption active on the rock and still maintain at least a moderate ground G-force, it will increase the worth of Tyrian and provide us with an increased capacity for fast colonization. Scientists believe the mineral compositions in the heavy rock strata on the surface of the planet can be easily gathered, while the planet's gravity has been disrupted. Tyrian is the only planet whose gravity shifts enough to allow the top strata to break apart from the planet in large sections. So far, no one has been able to figure out the odd results in the force, but GenCore has stated it believes the mineral components of Microsol's world to be just on the surface of the planet. They believe the core of the world is mostly gas pressure, with molten pockets situated in several locations around the core, without any matter in the center of the planet. They have distributed hollow models of the force diagrams which indicate the gravitational pull is very uneven around the planet, which conflicts near several locations on the surface, and would provide a near cancellation of the G-force. Tyrian is very important indeed. Tyrian. Dining. Though only recently habitable, Tyrian features some capable cooking. There is little outstanding about most of the establishments, unfortunately. The Terrace de Rock is a lovely dining hall in the city of Rockenheimer, where mineral creatures can dine to their delight on tasty quartz and feldspar dishes. For our reptilian cousins, there is a fine selection of delicacies, tuned to the discriminating grubite. No finer mealworms can be found this side of the galaxy. Sadly, there is only one dining establishment for humans. Another chain in the interstellar house of Gruul. This one is even more miserable than the one located in the toe jam of Torm. Avoid at all costs and try the mealworms instead. Culture. There is only a rudimentary culture on Tyrian, but it does boast a fair number of lovely recreational camps for younger kids. Rockland is a fine example of these joyous facilities. For only 2,400 credits, you can send your unloved ones away to slave in the beautiful quartz and feldspar mines, where they will learn all about the geographical instabilities, gaseous substances, forced marshes, and especially large-scale mountain sculpture. It's an experience no kid would ever forget. Mineralists will also be able to gaze in wonder at the incredible varied geology of the surface strata. Worth a look. Entertainment. Most kids come to Tyrian to watch the beautiful floating rocks. Every 2 months, Microsoft features a new upheaval, where you can see these giant rocks literally rip themselves out of the surface. One note of caution though, unfortunately this is extremely dangerous, and we don't know in advance exactly which rocks will fly off, but for a small fee they will arrange hospital pickup and quick-to-go funeral services. This whole thing sounds very dangerous, and this one is from Trent's mother.
Dear Trent, glad to hear you're doing so well on Tyrian, son. Papa's so proud of you.
Oh yes, how's your Hazudra friend? That is one of the native, people of Tyrian. They're lizard-like people.
He seems nice. You'll have to bring him home this Fokar cycle for dinner and a hollow snack. You're going to come home this Fokar cycle, aren't you, son? We still have your room made up just like when you left.
Oh, the future, and replacing terms that have easily been ingrained in our language with ones that sound sort of similar and yet not.
Papa wants me to tell you he finally has a job with Microsol. It seems they're interested in charting the sci-fi sector where you're working. I always told you Papa was the best holochart deployer on Savara. Finally, I think we're going to move out of this old home. Papa got a huge payment from his new P-scouting job, and we can afford to do some things we've always wanted to do. Oh, Papa says we have to go to the final interview now. Seems they want us to visit the local branch office for a welcoming party. All our love, Mom.
So it seems like our family are getting involved with Microsol. This might not be good. Let's check our ship, shall we? The USP Talon provides you with 1 full inch of armor plating and a generous full-size generator and engine area. With both forward and rear mounting systems and 2 cargo bays, it's just like a real microsol fighter, only it's not. The craft is especially designed for speed and maneuverability. It gives you an unparalleled 3G base thrust addition. All this for only 6,000 credits. Also, if you click return again, it just loads it back up. Now let's see what we can upgrade here. We cannot replace our ship. Fair enough. We are currently armed with the most basic pulse cannon. We could get a multi-cannon. We could get a Vulcan cannon and the Protron. You can see that bar in between the screen showing off our weapons and the weapons themselves. That is our power. We can see how what we have equipped is impacting on our power. Right now, we're absolutely fine. Rear weapons, we can take the multi-cannon, the sonic wave, and what I always tend to take, the heavy guided bomb, because they are just silly when you get loads of them. We're gonna buy that. Just the basic version right now. Shields, there is the best one that we can currently get, and worse ones. You do not want to downgrade in this game, especially not shields and power generation. You only want to upgrade. The generator? We could upgrade to a better one. It's actually worth doing right now because the better generator is so worth it. You do not want to run out of power in this game, because the power not only determines how fast you can fire, it also determines how fast your shields regenerate. We can get things like the Satellite Marlow and the Minto ship. We're not going to be getting either of those, and we definitely cannot afford the Plasma Storm. These are auxiliary weapons that do not always necessarily fire. You have to set them to fire by using a different button, because some of them have limited ammunition. What we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our front gun. I think to about here. About there, actually. And then we'll see if we can upgrade the rear gun, like so. There we go. That pretty much will do. We're about to go into the first level of the game, and I control the game typically with the keyboard, but this time I'm going to control it with the mouse, as we go to the first level, Tyrian itself. And the first thing I'm going to need to do, apart from listen to the awesome music, is increase the game speed, because for some reason at the start it is always at normal. Let's go. Here's our ship, we're controlling it, and we're not going to shoot any ships right now. The first level has a lot of secret levels, and the one that I want to go to can only be accessed by not shooting any of these ships. Now that they're gone, we can start shooting. You can see the homing mines at the back there. There's our first piece of data, and everything that we blow up here gives us points. Absolutely everything. And there are various pickups that we can get as well, like these coins. They will also give us points. You want to shoot everything that you can see. If you start running out of armor because your shields have been entirely expended and the armor starts getting worn down, when you get to a certain point, the screen will flash a warning. And occasionally there will be a ship that will appear that will give you armor if you can destroy the ship, and you can also pick up the pickup within. And there should be some data coming up pretty soon. Right there. Excellent. We want that data. The data is the story after all. We also want to blow up these ships because they have some quite nice goodies in them. There should be one more coming. This level is definitely ingrained in my memory. This whole first episode is pretty much ingrained in my memory. If you didn't do the thing I did at the beginning and shot those ships instead, there would have been a secret level orb at the end of that string of swirly enemies. We want to get rid of these plasma-firing platform weapons here. There are also going to be some tanks that we can deal with. We'll blow these up too. Why? Points, that's why. And we'll blow these up as well, because these also give points. Everything here gives points. This is one of the easier levels in the game. They get more complicated as we go on. I won't be able to destroy everything. There are just too many things at the moment, and I do not have enough firepower. But oh my, is going back through this game a huge amount of nostalgia, and this tune. I could just hum this tune anytime. There's some more data, and I would be happy. Can't guarantee I'll get all the data, by the way, but the game typically gives you all of the data you need to understand the plot. These are just extra bits of data that you can grab. We have a fair amount of money, that's good. You never have to pay to maintain these vessels that you pilot. You don't have to refuel or rearm. That's all done for you. Don't worry about that. I like these mines. They're just really good in the sense that they home in on enemies and you just don't have to worry about hitting them. We'll just get rid of you. No more platforms, unfortunately. Here are those spikes that we were warned about. We generally have to avoid them because we do not have the firepower to destroy them. If we went through the game once and then you loop back through, we probably would have the firepower. And now we're going to go really fast, and this is an important point. Because at some point here, there is going to be an extra ship, we're going to blow it up, grab the secret level orb. That is the level I wanted to go to, for one particular reason. And here's the boss. Typically there's a boss at the end of every level. This is the first one, and a relatively easy one. It's going to just fire various things at us. We want to destroy these claws first, because those claws will try and hit us. Now we just need to destroy the central part. It seems relatively easy right now. It is not going to be easy in a bit. There's the fire from the middle there that will sometimes happen. Now it's just going to fire a stream of things, but we're victorious. Warping to the secret level. There's our score. 69% destruction. We collected quite a lot of cubes. Brilliant. Let us read those cubes, shall we? There's a lot to read. The local Emporium data flux. Come on down and pick up a USB shuttle at Hank's Used Shuttle and Hollow Tractor Emporium. These new, unincorporated systems personnel shuttles deliver unparalleled speed and versatility, allowing the most dangerous and unskilled pilots to maneuver with ease. You may also mount conventional weapons to discourse asteroids from striking your hull. The USB Talon provides you with 1 full inch of armor plating and a generous full-size generator and engine area. With both forward and rear mounting systems and 2 cargo bays, it's just like a real Microsoft fighter. We've already read this, it would seem. Specially designed for speed and maneuverability, it gives you an unparalleled 3G thrust addition. All this for only 6,000 credits! The USB Perrin has all the specifications of a Talon, but with Mark 7 air conditioning and a P3 stabilizer for added comfort in the blackness of space. Also keep a lookout for its stylish drink holder hollow snack bar. We really want that. My, do we want that. Also, here's some information about the levels that we'll be coming up to in a little bit. Not right now, though. Asteroid 1. Dining. Sector 1 is a guest to none other than the galaxy's only Gestalt Greasers. The building is an unparalleled giant bubble, with a panoramic view extending out to the stars. Fortunately, Greasers has a hollow field emitter which can project onto the bubble any one of thousands of locations. The food is worthless slime, but if you ever wanted to visit 1,000 locations all at once, you have picked the right place. Greasers does a brisk job of special services and birthdays. The Order of Zingland swears by this place. We'll be hearing of them a little more later. Culture. Most of the people in this area simply cannot afford a culture, but there is a great deal of second-hand style in this place. What little they can afford is packed into the greatest hoedowns anyone has ever seen. Entertainment. Most of the asteroid belt is off limits to tourists, but there are a number of public access roads where you can spend your time annoying overworked miners by buzzing past them at over 8 Gs. A must event for the whole family. Another big attraction is the lovely miner bars located all over the area. This is the place to find that overworked barbarian of your dreams. And then Asteroid Field Sector 2. Asteroid 2. Dining. Sector 2 is an extremely restricted area. Only the most important VIPs are allowed to even enter the space around here. For this reason, Sector 2 has the galaxy's largest free-floating pizza parlor. Pizza? We've gotta go there. Trent needs his pizza. This business is far more efficient than most, but it needs to be because of the large orders they receive. When you place your order, you are guaranteed delivery in under 3 minutes. To achieve this remarkable rate for large orders, the entire parlor can be moved into position above your building's pizza intake valve. Then it's bombs away as the entire order is blasted to your receiving room at 3,000 miles per second. Every year, the bigwigs of Microsoft spend months devising even more challenging orders for these people to fill, but they haven't won yet. You can be sure their computers are churning away at this very minute to find new ways to exceed the 3-minute waiting time and receive their pizzas for free. The name of this place? Daimonos. Oh, game. Culture. A potpourri of the most important useless people roam the underground corridors of this massive research facility. They represent the largest, massive paper pushers and pencil sharpeners the universe has ever known, all in one place. Convenient, huh? Entertainment. None. This center is a rehabilitation camp for useless people. Microsol's grand design is to force at least one person to realize a single ounce of useful work. This plan has been a total failure. Well, both places sound interesting to go to, but what about where we're going to? Sojin. Sojin. Dining. The cornucopia of foods are enough to enliven any Arabian tale. Most restaurants serve over 20 different types of figs alone. The most impressive eatery, though, is Asan's Low-Cal Oasis. Asan sells over 100 varieties of figs, 17 types of camel dishes, and 3 other secret dishes we can't even recognize. To top it off, nothing served here is over 20 calories. It's a dieter's dream world come true, as Asan can do things with figs that lesser men only dream of. On the other side of the dusty world is Koshak and his green walnut. Within the confines of this lovely vegetarian oasis lies the world's only walnut tree. How he keeps it growing in this climate is but a mystery, but guests can take a guided tour detailing the mysteries of this planet's fruit. An experience not to be missed. Oh, hold me back! Culture. Technology has adapted this nomadic world to a nomadic life of space travel. The locals are wary of outsiders, but will freely accept you as long as you can speak their language. Fortunately, the locals were never too bright, and most people can fake their ancestral language, which consists of only one word: sand. Entertainment. Camel joints are minutes away from any location on the planet. Also, sand gathering and worm hunting are 2 of the most widely enjoyed pleasures this world has to offer. Sojin boasts the galaxy's largest mountain of sand. I've always wanted to see that! Tell me more! It's a wonder. Actually, it's a wonder you can see it through the constant sandstorms, but if you do miss the few seconds it's visible every 1,000 years, you can purchase any number of delightful postcards from the people who saw it the last time. Make sure you hire a local guide, though, as most people are quite lost nearly 3 feet from a building. The locals have cunningly placed a dampening field which neutralizes positioning beacons, so you better follow their customs. We're going to Sojin, and when we come back, folks, we will go to the first secret level of the game. There are a number of secret levels that you can get to from the very first level. I usually don't go to this one, but there is a reason why I want to go here. And so, when we come back, folks, Sojin. It's very difficult. I may die. Let's hope I don't, eh? And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.